It's Thursday, March 21, officially the first day of spring. Gonna walk around and show what's going on. Nanking cherries are flowering, actually kind of just wrapping up. Got a Nanking cherry, beach plum, Nanking cherry, beach plum. Anyway, the two Nankings flowering, 3 more there, a white Nanking. Anyway, Nanking's all over flowering. Lots of mustards flowering. I think this is Tokyo Becana, Chinese cabbage maybe. Pretty mild mustard green that has populated the aisleways as well. Well, I guess I can step in here. There's not a whole lot to see in these raised beds. They're kind of a mess, but let me hop in. There are other, like here's a kale, for example, some other stuff, but some arugula. Actually, a good bit of arugula in this one. Mostly, this is, and I haven't done anything here at all this year. This is all just volunteer stuff. Some arugulas flowering. My big project over the winter, or kind of the fall, I guess, was building this steel trellis thing. And I've got peas along the base that are just popping up. Put a seedless muscadine grape there. And I've got a tiny little hardy kiwi there. And then peas. Freaking robins are in here always digging holes. Like anytime I sow seeds, the robins come in and stir it all up. Got some chard starts in here. Tons of fennel that I have been trying to get rid of, but it comes back pretty quick. Creeping Charlie. I did sow lettuce in here. It's been really dry. These are, I think, lettuce. And then I've got spinach in the middle, but again, Creeping Charlie. And purple dead nettle and other stuff. Excuse me, grow much faster. This bed I haven't done anything in. Same deal over here. Some peas along this trellis thing. See if I can get out of here. In here I've got a bunch of alliums, some Egyptian walking onions, kind of floppy, garlic chives. Down this left side, garlic. Planted a bunch of garlic bulbs in the fall. They're all coming up. Doing pretty well. Some other random stuff in here. Some strawberries, a couple. I planted some fava bean seeds, and that's what these... there are a few of them. I think I put them like that one, the top got eaten off of. So, low success rate, but they're in there. Tons of chickweed, purple dead nettle. Very hard to keep things weed free. Haven't touched this back section, nor the pond area here. Pond's pretty low. I've been scooping out of that to water stuff. And I think all my fish got eaten. There's a frog that just jumped in. There are a couple strawberries in here. There's a strawberry plant. I need strawberries over there too. Need to do some weeding. This, tons of, it's hard to tell, but grass and garlic chives intermixed, mostly grass. A bush cherry and a Juneberry in a pot. Need to figure out where I'm going to put them. Not much going on in this lower swale. Gumi is just behind that Nanking, about to flower. Juneberry, a sour cherry, a cornelian cherry flowering. First time I've seen those flowers, and there's one more just past my little step ladder over there. This is I'm on the wrong side to be filming here, but this is a new hazelnut or filbert that will hopefully pollinate the 3 or coexist nicely with those other 3. A bunch of wineberry in here, a pawpaw, and for the first, well, actually I had 1 flower last year, but on this guy I see maybe 5 flowers, and I think that top guy's got some more. Juneberry, jujube. Here's a gumi. Looking forward to these guys flowering. They smell so good when they get going. Just about to open. This is like a dead-ish jujube that I might rip out. autumn olive, persimmon. This bed had some greens in it, and it's got some like cilantro guys hiding, but otherwise it's like 1.5 feet of chickweed, which is pretty, I mean, pretty lush. I was weeding the other bed and there were frogs all, well, I found 2 frogs. Nice habitat for critters in there, I suppose. It's been super dry, but like in there, under that chickweed, it's cool and moist. Aronia, a Chickasaw plum I planted in the fall, coming out nicely. This is a Hanson's bush cherry I decapitated, hoping it dies. I don't really want it anymore. Is that right? What's that then? Another Hanson's bush cherry? I forget. I planted another. This guy is a whip of Carmine Jewel bush cherry. I've got one of those kind of just past that Nanking that did really well, and the cherries were delicious. So got a little mini whip of that. Some blueberries and raspberries, blueberries, gummies. Here's one of my blackberry patches that I sort of corralled. They tend to migrate out into the walkways, but mostly contained. Gummies, 5 blueberries low here. Black currants. This honeysuckle stuff is a nightmare. I need to get in here and pull more of that up. There's a pawpaw hiding. Let's see. 3 more Nankings, Che, currant gooseberry, pear, Honeycrisp, and a Macintosh apple, yeah. And then I think this is another Honeycrisp. Some deer got in here over the winter and Honeycrisp. Yeah, one of the bucks was like rubbing on this guy and thrashed it about a little bit. Gala apple, just now coming out. More blackberries. Male hardy kiwi opening up. Female hardy kiwi. Another female all the way up top. Might have kiwis this year. Asian pear. 3 Asian pears. The 3 big trees in here are not big, but getting to be big. Maybe 18 feet tall on that back guy. Some black raspberries, pear. There's some gooseberries in here. Black raspberry. Dwarf everbearing mulberry. Any action on that? Not really yet. Black raspberry, Girardi mulberry. This one had really nice fruit last year. Gooseberry, European pear. I think that's Seckel maybe. Yeah. Pear, gumi. I need to get in and rescue some of these raspberry plants. There are, not rescue, they don't need rescuing per se, but help out maybe. Some raspberries in here. Honeyberry. There were 5 in here. That one's struggling. This guy's doing good. And there was one more. This is another honeyberry. Not looking so good. Fig. I didn't protect these guys at all over the winter, and it got down to like maybe 10. Curious if he's gonna die back to the ground or not. A little baby jujube, gooseberry, blackcurrant, honeyberry. Oh, I just planted an apple in the back there. Antietam blush. It's an apple that's supposedly well adapted to the mid-Atlantic. Goji berry on my left here, which I dislike. Pears are just about to flower. Another goji berry here. I have not really given them any. I mainly just kind of kick them out of the way. Eventually they'll die. Sorry, bud. Grapes along the arbor. Lots of wine berries. Honeyberry. All these honeyberries are flowering or just finishing flowering. Honeyberry, blackcurrant, honeyberry, 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 honeyberry. I don't know what that was. Seems to be still alive. A currant of some sort. Another, probably jostaberry maybe? Honeyberry. Jerusalem artichokes in here underneath all the periwinkle. I dug some of those up a couple days ago, which is why it's all disturbed here. A sad Juneberry, a somewhat less sad Juneberry. Got the sniffles. Wineberries and honeysuckle stuff in here. Here's that other pawpaw. I see like one flower there. That's about it at the moment. So may not get pawpaw fruits this year, but they're getting taller at least. Oh, and then I'll pop in the hoop house. I mowed these upper two swales. This bottom one I actually put a little more effort into and sowed and kind of raked in wildflower seeds, so we'll see which one does better. This little triangle here is normally all echinacea, or not all echinacea, but I can see, get some of these sticks out of the way, see them already popping up. And there's also some bee balm in here. Oh, bloodroot here. Went for a hike yesterday and spotted a bunch of bloodroot. These are just coming up. Some more there, and behind this black walnut, and some black raspberries and wineberries. I had this opened up. I was out of town for a week and I had it fully rolled up. Now it's kind of like half back down with a ladder holding it in place. Pop in real quick. In here, pretty toasty, probably high 80s. Egyptian walking onion, chard, sorrel. There are some peas in the back just starting to come up. Lots of weeds as well. Creeping Charlie, dock. I don't know what this guy is. Ragweed, ambrosia or artemisia, I forget. Get those mixed up, but lots of collards. Various mustard things over here. Kale, red kale, some lettuce, arugula. I did sow some more seeds. Yeah, it was like 3 weeks ago. They're just not taking off, but they've been in this little cotyledon state for quite a while. That's not the right way to say that. Cotyledon? I don't know. Egyptian walking onion. Everything's kind of just chilling in here. Not a whole lot of vigorous growth. And then I just started a tray of peppers just now, like sweet peppers and bell peppers. I forget what's in here. I think this is like a perennial kale. I think this is Hablitzia tamnoides, Caucasian mountain spinach. A bunch of currant cuttings. Pretty much everything I cut I just stuck in mud. Looks like about half of those are taking, and it's hard to see, but in the back there, oops, those are mostly kiwi cuttings, and I think gumi as well. Unfortunately, I can't get to them until I take the sides off, so can't really see what's going on, but definitely lots of kiwis that have taken off. Some fig cuttings I started last year. It's either Celeste or Chicago Hardy. Lots of figs, so like maybe 8 figs going. Those have chestnuts in them, some chard. These onions kind of died while I was gone, or they're not looking real good. What else? Sea kale root cuttings I just stuck in. A rosemary cutting I just stuck in. Some, what is that? Yacon, which is like an artichoke. Sorry, a sunflower thing with a tuber, not an artichoke. Blackberries, I'm meaning to plant out some of these blackberry guys pretty soon. That's a currant. There's a raspberry in there, a couple raspberries. And more cuttings in there. I've got some grapes, some gummies. I think here's an autumn olive I see leafing out. Yeah, some of those took pretty well. That's it. Lots going on. Beautiful time of year. Pretty chilly outside. It's kind of, well, This hoop house is tough. Like with the door closed on a sunny day, it gets to be really hot. With it open, it would be 40 in there, so tricky to maintain a balance of temperatures. Here's this Cornelian cherry flowering, if it'll zoom. Whatever, pretty yellow flowers. Egyptian walking onion. There's some peas in here. Here's a pea. Couple other things. Random gooseberry, an American hazelnut, another American hazelnut. Random stuff in pots. Actually just noticed here's an elderberry. Just noticed, well, so I've got an American plum that struggled last summer big time, and it's actually not like totally dead up top. Sorry, bud. Anyway, coming back nicely. But this other American plum I thought was surely dead, and it definitely has life on at least that branch. A couple others as well, so I've got 2 American plums, which is good. They can pollinate each other. The other plum guy I added last fall, I've got a Chickasaw plum up there, but no pollination partner. Beautiful day. That's it.